Hello guys, this is my 55th video in React series, and in our previous video we have seen how to use Axios with React, how to use get request, how to use post request, and also we have seen how to use async and await in this Axios. Okay, now in this tutorial we are going to make this simple project. Okay, this is also we are going to do using async and await, and this entire data we are going to fetch using API. Okay, you can see here I am having one heading, and here I am having this select, here I am having this product one listed here is, and the name of the product is listed here. Okay, here also I am having the name of the product, here I have that image, and here I am having this description. Okay, now if I just change this one, if I change it to 2, you can see the entire thing will be changed, the title is changed, the image is changed, and also the description is been changed. If I just change it to 13, okay, it is going to fetch the data from the API and it is going to display here. Okay, we are going to make this simple project. Now if I just give here 14, you can see the product related to 14 number will be displayed here. Okay, everything we are going to fetch the data directly from the API, and we are just going to list this one. Okay, so let's get started. Before that, we just have to install the Axios package. Okay, in our previous video we have already installed. If you have not installed, just open new terminal and write npm I Axios. Okay, the package will be installed. Now once you install that package, I'll just increase the font size. Inside this package.json file, you will be having this Axios package. Okay, you can see this is the Axios package, it will be installed properly. Okay, here I'm just going to write that command. You just write here npm I Axios. Okay, this is the command to install Axios package. Open new terminal and install this one. Once the package has been installed, go to package.json file and check whether it has been installed properly or not. If you get here Axios, which means that it is installed properly. I'll just save this one. Now we are going to write the code completely from the scratch. If you have not watched the previous videos like post request, get request, you don't have to worry. We are going to do completely from the scratch in this video. Okay, so let's get started. Now you can see here inside index.js, I'm having this app component, and here I have imported this app component. Now inside app.js, first I'm just going to write this one basic code. I'll just write this, and here I'm having this, and here I have exported this one. Once I export this one, only then I can use here, only then I can import, and only then it is going to work. Now here for this div, I'm just going to give one class. I'll just give the class name as app. Now here I'm just going to open this syntactic sugar form, and here I'm just going to close that one, and here I'll just write h1, and inside this I'm just going to write here our shop. I'll save this. Now inside app.css, you can see I have imported one Google font family, and here I'm having this stylish font family, and inside this universal selector I have passed this font family. I have passed inside universal selector because this styles will be applied to entire website. Okay, now once it is done, I'm just going to import app.css file. I'll just import that one, app.css. I'll save this, and now if I just refresh this one, you can see entire thing is gone, and here I'm having this heading h1 heading. Now inside this div container, I'm just going to create select, and inside this select I don't need this name and ID. As of now I'm just going to remove this one. Now inside this I'm just going to pass some options, and inside this value I'll just pass here 1. Okay, in the same way I'll just write here 2, 3 values. I'll just write here 2, and here I'm going to write here 2, and here I'll just write here 3, and here also I'm going to write 3. I'll save this. I'll just refresh this one. Now you can see I'm having a select box with 1, 2, 3 option. Now below this select, I'll just create one h1, and inside this I'm just going to write here product number listed here, is. Okay, I'm just going to write that one, and in place of this number, the actual number whatever I select from here, that will appear. Now below this h1, I'm just going to create one div, and for this div I'm just going to give the class as product. Inside this div I'll just create one h2, and here I'll be having this product name. Okay, that is title. Below this I need one image, so as of now I'm just going to write I'll just write one h2, and here I'm just going to write here image. Okay, in place of this my image tag will come, and here for paragraph I'm just going to write here description. First we are just going to do basic stylings, and then later on we are going to jump how to fetch API and how to display that data from the API. Okay, now if I just show you the output, you can see the product number is listed here, product name, image, and description. Okay, these 3 things are in one container. This is our product number, and this is our select. Okay, here I'm having this 3 options. Now we are just going to apply some basic stylings for this. I'll come to app.js. I'll just copy this class, app class, and here I'm going to paste that one. For this I'm just going to give one background color. Background color, let me just give this blue. Now if I show you, you can see this is my div container which is having this select, which is having this heading, and which is having this card. Now first we are just going to style this one, our h1. Here I'm just going to write h1, and here I'll just give a text align to be center. I'll save this. Now you can see my text has come in the middle. If you are aware of this styling part, you can just skip this styling part and you can move to React part where we are going to fetch the data. Now below this I'm just going to give here display to be flex, because all the content I want in horizontal row. You can see my select is in horizontal, my product number is in horizontal, and my card is in horizontal. Okay, everything I want in horizontal, so I have just given display to be flex, and also I'm going to give justify content to be space around. I'll save this. Now you can see whatever space I was having at the end, that is been divided around these elements. Okay, totally inside this app container, totally I am having 3 childrens. You can see inside this app, this is the first child, this h1 is the second child, and this div is the third child. Now for this I'm just going to give here align items to be center. Now once I give this align item center, now if you see the output, you can see I'm having this output. My items are aligned properly to the center. Now below this I'm just going to give here margin top. Margin top I'll just give here 70 pixel. I'll save this, and now you can see margin top is giving space from outside, and from outside from top I have just given 70 pixel of margin. I'll just come here, I'll come to app.js, and from here I'm just going to copy this product class, and here I'll just paste that class. Now for this product class, first I'm just going to give here maximum width. Maximum width I'll just give here 500 pixel, and also let me just give here background color. I'll just give this one. I'll save this. Now you can see this is my product and the maximum width is 500 pixel. Now for this I'm just going to give padding. Padding is giving space from inside. I'm just giving here 10 pixel. Now you can see from inside, from all the 4 sides, top, bottom, left and right, I got padding of 10 pixel. Now inside this div container, now inside this product I'm having here h1. I'll just change it to h2. I'm just going to change to h2. I'll just come to app.css, and below this I'm just going to write here h2. Now for h2 I'm just going to give one color. I'll just give color. Color I'm just going to give here green. I'll save this. Now you can see the color is being changed. Okay, for image also it is changing, because for image also I have just given here h2. Let me just write here h3. Okay, later on we are just going to style the image as well. As of now I'll just write here h3, so that whatever styles I give to this one, that style should not be applied to this. Now here below this I'm just going to give here text align to be center. Now if you see my text will come in the middle once we fetch the data from the API. Now here below this I'm just going to give some margin. Margin top I don't need, left and right I don't need, from bottom I'm just giving here 20 pixel. Okay, because my image and this product should not get fixed. Okay, the product title and the image. Now for this I'm just going to increase the font size. Font size I'll just give here 2.2 rem. I'll just write here 2.2 rem. I'll save this, and now if you see the product size, now if you see the font size has been increased, and also I need one border bottom. Below this I'm just going to give here border bottom. Border bottom I'll just give here 3 pixel, and I'm using this double, and here I'll just give here green color. I'll save this. Now you can see I got this border for this heading. Now inside app.css I'm just going to style this select. I'll just come here. Now here I'm just going to write here select. Now for this, first I'm just going to increase the font size. Font size I'll just give here 1.1 rem. I'll save this. Come here, I'll refresh this. The font size has been increased. Now for this I just need to give some padding. Padding from all the 4 sides I'll just give here 0.5 m. I'll save this, and now if you see I'm getting padding of 0.5 m on all the 4 sides. And also I need some margin. Margin top and bottom I don't need. From left and right I am just giving 40 pixel, because whenever I fetch the data from the API, I don't want this title, whatever title I get, I don't want this title to stick here. So I am just giving this top and bottom 0 and left and right 40 pixel. Now image, once we fetch the data from the API, image we are just going to style later. So let's get started here. So this is our basic coding. Now here, from here I am just going to remove this background colors. I'll remove this background color. I'll save this. Now if you see, this is our select, this is our product number listed here, and this is our card. Okay, now from the API we are going to display the data here. Now I'll just come to app.js. Now here I'm just going to import this state. I'll just write here use state, and also I want use effect, so I'll just import that one. Okay, once you import this one, okay, we are using Axios package, so I am just importing Axios. You just have to import like this, import Axios from, you don't have to write this slash dot, you just have to write the package name, that is Axios. Okay, now below this I'm just going to create one state, and here inside this I'm just going to write here number, and here I'll just write here set number, and here I'm just going to write here use state. Initially I'll just pass empty value, but as of now I'll just write here 1, okay, so that I can explain you. And here inside this select I'm just going to write here value is equal to number, okay, whatever value I have passed here, the initial value, that will be given to me. Now here instead of this number I'm just going to write this number. I'll just write this number, I'll save this, I'll come here, I'll just refresh this one. Now you can see product 1 is listed here. Again, if I just come to 2, you can see I'm not getting this output because we are not updating the value yet. So to update the value, we have to update this function, because whatever value we have passed here, that will be the initial value for this one. Now to update this, we just have to update this function. Now to update this, we are changing our select options. So we have this on change event handler, and inside this I'm just going to pass this event object, and now this inside this event object I'm just going to update this one. I'll copy this, and here I'm going to paste, and inside this I'm just going to write here e dot, okay, event you can write either as event or you can directly write e dot target dot value, okay, whatever value I am changing, I am just updating that one. Now this updated value will be passed here. Now that data will be passed here. I'll come here, I'll refresh this. Now you can see I'm having product 1 listed here is. Now if I click on 2, you can see product 2 listed here is. Again if I click on 3, product 3 listed here is, okay. We are just updating the value. Now this updated value will be passed here, and that will be printed here. Now in the same way I'm just passing 14 more options here. I'll just remove this, and I'm just going to paste that one. Okay, now totally I'm having 14 options inside this value 1, 2, 3, and totally I'm having 14 options. Now if I just click on this, you can see totally I'm having 14 options. Now when I click on 14, product 14 listed here is, product 4 listed here is, product 5, it is working completely fine. Now here below this I'm just going to create one function using this async and await. I'm just going to create one function. I'll just write here function, and I'm just going to write the function name as get store data. Now inside this function I'm just going to create one variable. I'll just give the variable name as response. And once we use this async, we just have to use this await keyword. Async and await we are using to simplify promises. We have to use this await keyword because we don't know the result, okay, actual result, we don't know whether we are getting the result or not. So we have to wait until we get the result. Now once we use this await, I'm just using this axios.getRequest. Now here inside this I'm just passing the API data. Now here click on this first link. Now from documents you will be having this link, just copy this link, and here if I just show you the link, I'll just paste that one. Now you can see here this is our entire API data. Now this data I'm just going to get. Now inside this double quotes I'm just going to paste that API data. Okay, I want all the numbers. Whenever I click on this number, this particular ID number I want. Okay, instead of writing this double quotes, I'll be using this template literals here, and also I'm just going to remove from here, and here I'll just write here /. I'll be writing this dollar symbol, and inside this curly braces I'm passing this number. Okay, now this number is nothing but whatever number I get, whatever values I click on, that number will be passed here, and that number will be passed here, and that ID will be printed here. Okay, this is how we are going to fetch that particular API data. Now here inside console, I'll just write here console.log, and here I'm just going to write this response. I'll just bring this one here. I'll save this, and here I'm just going to call this function. Below this I'll just call this function. I'll save this. I'll come here. I'll refresh this one. Now once I inspect this, now in my console you can see that response is returning me an object, and it is returning me ID1. Okay, ID1 because ID1 is selected. If I just select here ID2, you can see now inside this data ID2 will be selected. Okay, again if I just select here ID 5, here inside this I am having this ID 5. Okay, this is how we are going to fetch the data. We are just using this template literals, and inside this, okay, inside this dollar symbol, inside this flower braces, I am just passing this number, and this is nothing but a state. Okay, whenever I update this one, that is going to update here, and that value will be passed here, and it is going to change here. Now below this, I just have to extract. Now inside this API, you can see here inside this API, I just need this title, I need this image, and I need this description. Okay, totally 3 things I need. So I'm just going to create states for those 3 things. I'll just write here const, and here I'm just going to write here title. I'll just write here set title, and here inside this use state, first initially I'm just passing the value as empty array. Okay, in the same way I need 2 more things. Here I'll just write here image, and here I'm just going to write here set image, and here I'll write description. Okay, if you want, you can print anything here. I'm just going to write this one. I'll just paste that one here. Okay, totally 3 states I am passing here: title, image, and description, because only these 3 things I need. And now here I just want to update that one. Now to update this, we just have this one. I'll just copy this. Here I'm going to paste, and inside this response, I'll just paste that one. We have data. Okay, we have already seen inside this response we had data, and inside this I just want to get the title. So I'm just writing here title. Okay, in the same way I'll just write this one, and instead of this title I'll just copy this. Here I'm going to paste. I'll just copy this one, and here I'm going to paste, and instead of this title I'll just copy this image. Here I'm going to paste, and instead of this I'll copy this, and here I'm going to paste. Okay, this is how we are just updating the data. I'll just come here, and now if I just show you the output, you will not see anything, because still we have not passed the data yet. Now here I'll just copy this title, and in place of this product name I'm just going to paste that title. Again I'm just going to copy this image, and here I'm just going to paste that one. Now this image and this title are not the variables which are present inside the API. These are our state variables. Okay, this one, okay, this title, this image, and this description I'm passing here, and here I'm just going to paste that one. I'll save this. I'll just come here. Now you can see the data has been fetched, and here I'm getting this link. Okay, now we are just going to change, instead of this image we are just going to write here image tag. Now here I'm just going to write image tag, and inside src I'm just going to pass this one. I'll just paste that one here, and from here I'll just remove this. I'll save this. Now if you see the output, I'll refresh once. Now you can see the product one, and I am having this image, very large image. We are just going to style that one. Now inside app.css I'll just write here image. For this I'm just going to give here width I'll give 350 pixel, and also height I'll give 350 pixel. I want the image in the middle, so I'm just giving here margin 0 auto. By default our images are inline elements, so to give in middle I'm just giving here display to be block, and also I'm going to give one more property, object fit to be contained, because in my smaller screen devices I don't want my image should be squeezed. And also I'm just going to give here margin bottom of 20 pixel. I'll save this. And now if I just show you the output, you can see I'm having this first image, and this is our title, and this is our description here. Okay, now here I'm having product 1 listed here is, again if I just click on 13, product 13 listed here is. Okay, now below this also I want one heading. I'll just come here. Now inside this product 1 listed here is, I'll just give one break tag here. Now here inside this span tag I'm just going to write this title. I'll copy this one, and here I'm going to paste that one. And for this span tag I'm just going to change the color. I'll just write here span color, I'm just going to give here purple. I'll save this, and now if I refresh, you can see this is our project. Okay, now if I just click on 1, it is working completely fine. Product 1 listed here is, and the title is been printed here. Again if I just click on 3, you can see product 3 listed here is. Again if I click on 12, product 12. Okay, this is how we are going to get the data from the API. Okay, this is the simple project we made. You just implement this project, create your own projects. Okay, practice this one, then you are definitely going to understand this, and you are going to make your own projects. 7 I'm having here, and 5 I'm having here. Okay, this is our simple project. Okay, that's all for today's tutorial. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day.